We are in Rapid City, South Dakota, and so are you for Xtreme Bulls. Let's do some bull riding, Donnie Gay. Bridger, Montana, Tyler Johnson. Let's start it off here, shall we?
All right, made the whistle in round number one. Had a relatively low score of 64. Needs a nice score right here to get into the top 12. High man on two bulls. Here we go, round to the right, got a good seat. Big set of horns on this. Oh, going down the well, look out. Don't do that, got to get on your feet, look out. No wonder he wears a helmet. Good night, get up. Okay, got the wrap undone, does it himself. Bullfighter's working, but wow.
Unbelievable. What a way to start things off here in Rapid City. Tyler Johnson, no score. We're in round two and lots of bull riding straight ahead.
Good job, don't you think?
The Dodge Xtreme Bulls Tour 2008. First stop, Donnie Gay, right here in Rapid City, South Dakota. Good crowd on hand, making their way into the arena. Lots of tickets being sold.
All right, warm inside. That's the way the bull riding's supposed to be. Got a full house.
Dan Mill along with Donnie Gay and Jennifer Smith, and right there we are in the center of the country. One of my favorite cities, about 50,000 people in Rapid City, Donnie.
All right, well, great competition. The top 40 PRCA bull riders, 50 grand in prize money. 3 rounds of competition if you count the short go-round. Champion decided on a 3-head aggregate.
We already talked to bullfighters, Donnie. There they are. Mike Matt, Lloyd Ketchum, Josh Ravinius, Mr. Lumcooler. Butch is in the can here in Rapid City. Let's buck some bulls, shall we? This is Joe Melling, Pendleton, Oregon, and he is on smokeless chili.
Good draw right here for Joe Melling. This guy's got a little age on him. Almost made his first NFR last year. Like to do that this year. This could be a good start right here. He rode his first bull in round number one, and he's got a deadlock on this one. Nice ride, spur with the outside foot. Chili's gotten real rider friendly the last couple of years, and a good job by Joe Melling.
Donnie, as you mentioned, 71 in the first round, 82 on this one, a total of 153 for Joe Melling.
Puts him in a great position to come into that short go round. The top 12 scores on 2 bulls will be in that ride. Reversing the spin, 82 points. Judges are going to keep this pretty close and conservative, but a really nice bull ride from Josh Melling.
Good boy. A smile would go good right there.
Trying to get my breath again.
Yeah. Gives you a chance to eavesdrop a little bit there. The boys at Bully Dog making that possible. Here is Clayton Savage, Cheyenne, Wyoming. He is on mic.
Okay, a Southwood Johnson bucking bull, and this bull doesn't have a real good record. Round to the right, Cowboy's got a seat on him, just kind of locked down. Little bull, little Cowboy. You know, this is going to be a nice ride and a nice score. Not going to be real high. Had a score of 67 in round one, but remember, you got to ride 2 bulls, the high man on 2, getting into that short go in the top 12. Now, this is going to be pretty close. Round to the right, everything pretty well textbook on the ride. Judges were going to mark that ride about the same as the bull. Score coming in, 73 points, Dan, 7-3.
Bring his total to 140 on 2, Clayton Savage. Well, it's a bull riding, so obviously people are going to get hurt. Let's check in with Jennifer Smith and Devin Dice for our update.
Well, a new year on the Xtreme Bulls Tour usually means new beginnings for a lot of these bull riders, but a couple of guys are bringing injuries from 2007, aren't they?
Yes, we have some guys that hurt, layover or leftovers from the last year, but it's another great year. It's a good year. These guys will get help. We'll heal them up the best we can and get them back on the trail.
Myron Duarte, he's coming back off of an injury.
Myron Duarte had surgery from Dr. Pepper Murray in Salt Lake City, Utah this last fall, and he's doing great. He rode last night. Excited to see that, 'cause that's a good sign.
Well, guys, we'll see how tonight fares. Hopefully we won't have to talk to Devin Dice from Justice Sports Medicine again tonight.
Thank you, Jennifer. Take a look at the leaderboard. Joe Melling on 2 in the lead with 153 points. Donnie, let's take a look at our round 1. What happened in that round?
All right, well, Charlie Zoss, he scored 84 points. You can tell he had that same bull you saw. This bull right there, Chili, is bull rider friendly, and everybody wants to draw him, but you got to make do, because this bull, he bucks, no question about that, but you can score well on him.
Let's go to Tony Smart here, Donnie. Again, this is round 1 action.
Oh, China Grove is turning the crank. Tony Smart, Mississippi boy, riding good. And I mean, that's as far as he had to go. 8 seconds, and he got 88 points.
88 points scored. Great crowd on hand here in Rapid City. Let's go down for some more bull riding, Donnie. Let's go down to Charles Zoss. He's from Forestburg, South Dakota, hometown favorite here. Round 1, he was 84 points on Chile.
Okay, Broken Arrow bull, and this whole first section, they give these guys a chance to get a good score. Round to the left, he's getting off his bull rope and in trouble. Zoss had a great ride in round 1 that you saw, and he needed to put another one together, but gets a no score.
Quite a few of the bull riders here from the surrounding area, from Montana, South Dakota, have made it down to this X-Bulls here in Rapid City. Charles off to a good start in the first round, gets bucked off here, Donnie.
Well, he's on the end of his arm right out of the gates.
Yeah.
These guys don't seem to be lifting on the rope near as good as they should, ready for the spin, and he's out of position before that bull ever really got going.
No score. You can see his total 84 after 2 rounds for Charles Zoss. Let's go to the man from Mississippi, Tony Smart. And as you said, Donnie, a moment ago, he was 88 points on China Grove in round 1. Here he is on Little Trouble.
Okay, well, this is a really, an interesting draw right here, round to the left. You caught him a little trouble because he changes up. Almost dropped him in the well. Almost got him in there again. And another nice move.
Yeah.
You see him move his feet. He got to just shuffling, reacting, and a nice job. Good ride, depending on what the judges want to score him. The bull was really rider-friendly unless you've ridden bulls before. This bull's a little harder to ride than he looked. Nice haircut. He got his money's worth. Look at that.
Those Smart boys can get her done, can't they? Let's take another look at it, Donnie. A good effort here by Tony Smart.
Okay, hips into his hand right there. He makes the adjustment. Then the bull slows down. He almost overreacts inside, but you saw him move the outside foot. That's whenever you can tell a guy's beginning to get his confidence.
79.5 brings his total to 167.5 for Tony Smart. Good job.
This presentation of the 2008 Dodge Xtreme Bulls Tour is brought to you by Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Dodge. By B&W Trailer Hitches, makers of the turnover ball gooseneck hitch system. A hitch when you need it, level bed when you don't. And by AT&T. For exclusive access into the world of rodeo, check out MediaNet on your AT&T phone. The new AT&T, your world delivered.
No mistaking that background right there. Mount Rushmore, about 23 miles outside of Rapid City. What a great vacation town this is. Founded back in 1876, Donnie. Let's take a look where we're heading next.
Oh, San Antonio, February 16th, and then the Reliance Center in Houston in March. Mark your calendars.
Talked about some of those Montana boys being here. This is Cody Buller, Glendive, Montana. Round 1, he was 78 points. Here he is on Buckin' Crazy, Donnie.
Okay, well, this bull kind of raring and that's not a good start for the bull, but Cody's got to step in his bull. But made a good ride in round number 1, had a 78. The bull finishes good, but you know what? It's going to cost him some points. Buller's been one of those guys that's been injured for about 2 years now. He and Jesse Bale were traveling together. They both broke their legs. I mean, they've had all kinds of heck, but they're starting to come back.
I think I'd get another traveling partner. Bad luck,
yeah.
the two of them together. Donnie, if this bull would have turned right out at the get-go, he'd have been in good shape, but he just comes out hopping on him here.
Pretty soft to begin with, kind of raring a little bit, and then the bull gets out to the middle, finds him a spot, gets comfortable, turns back and finishes good, gets a 70-point ride and 148 on 2, and that's going to make the top 12. Looks to me like pretty good. 140 could be in trouble.
You can tell, Donnie, very important to cover both of them here. Here's the man, Cody Hancock, Taylor, Arizona, and he is on China Grove.
Okay, well, he's got to get things going and bucked off in round number 1. Round to the left, coming
Big
left.
old bull.
Oh, nice turn right there. You saw China Grove take a cowboy to score 88, and he can get her done. That's close. I don't think he made the whistle, but the judges have stopwatches down on the ground. He's looking to see.
I think they're giving him the thumbs up on this, Donnie. Cody Hancock, boy, that's a big bull, isn't it?
87 points coming in for Hancock. Pretty happy with that. And if they can get in on one score, this might be the one. Bull really bucks over in the corner. Remember, Cody was the only guy that rode enough bulls here last year to win the event.
Exactly.
He'd love to be able to sneak in under the radar.
Gets it done here with that 87, and now we'll just have to wait, Donnie. Great to see Cody Hancock, 87 points. Good looking ride for Cody. Great crowd on hand enjoying the action here. It's cold outside, but warm inside. Odessa, Texas is home to Sean Hogg. 77 in round one. Here he is on Fonzie.
Okay, well, it's a Birch Rodeo bull, and I like this with no horns. Just ball around to the left. Cowboy's got a good seat. Coming around, Sean Hogg, Texan. Whoa!
Union bull.
Well, you know, that bull was just the opposite of the big white bull with Cody Buller. This one starts great and then has a dud finish. First one just the opposite. Cowboy gets the whistle. He's ridden too. This bull, he's upset. He's glad he doesn't have any horns. He wants everybody.
You know, Donnie, these are tough things to judge here with the bulls weakening. This one did at the end, the other one at the start. Great start to it.
You have to keep things round one, round two, because the aggregate's important. You can't go away from how you started. But this bull just tangles up in the rear end, slows him down, but he gets a decent score. He's going to get a 75.
Brings his total 152. Jennifer's standing by with Cody Hancock.
Well, Cody is our defending champion, and it almost looked like he wasn't going to get to ride in the finale. They hadn't decided if you had made 8 or not, had they?
Yeah, you know, I kind of fell off right at the whistle, and they said no at first. And, you know, I kind of thought I heard the whistle when I still had my hands shut, so I kind of thought it was the wrong call when they said no, so I'm glad I got a score.
Now, it was not because of lack of effort. China Grove really gave you a try.
Yeah, you know, that bull's been around for a long time. I've always wanted to get on that bull, and you know, last night he was one around the right, and I thought that's kind of what he'd do today, and he kind of switched it up and went left, and about bucked me off right at the whistle, but got the whistle.
Well, Donnie, you always talk about Cody Hancock gives it his all every time. That's what happened tonight, guys.
Always hanging on to the bitter end, Cody Hancock. That's why he was a champ.
It was good for 87 points. There's a leaderboard. Tony Smart so far leading the way. Here is Chance Smart on Catfish, Donnie. We got a microphone on Chance. Let's see if we can listen in during his ride and see what he has to say, if anything.
Did I grab my tail? 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 Son of a... Yeah, I might. I gotta get my rope.
All right, well, now he knows that he remembered that bull fell on his ankle. We got the X-Power, we're listening in. We're gonna get some G-force readings to just how much going on. You can hear him grunting in the ride. Coming along,
now we're going to
measuring the G-force in 8.1, you know, 9.3. Anything more than that, your F-16 would break up. This bull falls down, smashes that left foot. That might leave a mark right there. You saw that left foot pinned underneath the bull. Catfish, but a nice ride and an 82-point score for Chance Smart.
He's going to be heading back to the Justin, folks. We'll bring you an update on that. 82 points for the ride, Donnie. Brings his total to 159, and you can tell he's being pretty ginger on that left foot. We will find out and pass it along to you.
That puts him in second position in the aggregate on 2 behind his brother, Tony Smart.
He's still groaning a little bit there, Donnie, as we look at Nat Fly, Lava Hot Springs, Idaho.
Check out the name of this bull from the Birch Rodeo, 20-inch monkey. Now, I have no idea where they came up with that, and I hadn't seen this bull before, so maybe I'm going to like him. I love the name, and this bull, he's in trouble. Nat. Good job there. Going to spin all 3 directions, one right, back, left, the other way. Nice job, Nat Fly.
Man, did he get himself out of trouble 2 times on
Lava
that.
Hot Springs, Idaho. Round to the left. This bull really kicking.
Back.
Coming back to the right. Good move there. And now he's back in control. Nice job. Good bull ride. Got some extra points for spurring.
86 points for Nat Fly. His total on 2 now, 86 points. Heck of a ride.
Well, he's only on 1. We're going to look here at this ankle and check him out.
All the way up the hip. Right where the bump is, the outside of the ligament.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be back and give you an update.
Yeah, because it hurts to pull it that way.
It should probably hurt to do this too, probably.
It feels like it takes pressure off of it when you do that.
Well, you're getting another one, so
yeah,
wait.
It's the Dodge Xtreme Bulls Tour presented by B&W Trailer Hitches. We are in Rapid City, South Dakota, and the Smart Boys are having their way here in round number 2. One of them, Chance, a little bit of an injury before we went to a break. We're going to head down to Jennifer Smith and see if we can find out exactly what's going on. Jennifer?
Well, Dan, it looked like Catfish landed on Chance Smart just during the dismount. I talked to Devin Dice with the Justin Sports Medicine, and he believes that Chance has suffered a sprained ankle, but Chance refuses to take off his boots or any of his gear because he does plan on riding in the short round.
I was cussing myself.
There's brother Tony kind of peeking over his shoulder, checking things out. Look at the leaderboard, Donnie. Tony and Chance right there.
Well, that's where they want to be, first and second, and it doesn't matter to them guys which one is first or second.
Here's Jed Moore, Cheyenne, Wyoming on White Legs.
Okay, this is one of Birch's bulls, and boy, like that last one we saw. See if this bull, look at it, they named this one White Leg because
turn.
Good turn, good bull. Look at the white stocking feet, all four. That's a pretty little bull, but I know Jed Moore's not thinking nice things of him right now. But this bull right here, you know, he just got beat out. You know, when a guy looks like he's bench pressing 300 pounds when he nods his head, chances of him making a good ride is not real high.
No score for Jed Moore, 66 in the first round. Don't believe he's going to get another when you look at Tater Hines from Huron, South Dakota. He is on Knothead, 81 in the first round, Donnie.
Just looking, making sure who you was calling Knothead. It's the bull. All right, here we go. Oh, no. Did he touch him? I think he did. Oh, that's worse. He's hung up. Get on your feet. He's done a good job there.
Now, Donnie, did he go to reach? It looked like he touched him right out of there. I don't know if he was grabbing for the tail or what.
I don't think he was grabbing for the tail until he touched the bull, and then he wanted out of there. And we can look at the Bully Dog X Power because he's fixing to get some extreme G's pulled on him. Now you're going to get a high number because he's at the end of his arm getting jerked and slammed around. This right here is a 22 G rating. I mean, that's way off of the chart. That's like a 30-mile crash, a head-on crash in 30 miles an hour in a car with a seatbelt restraint. Well, you know, the bull rope was his seatbelt, except it didn't keep him on, it just kept him there.
Great technology. X-Power brought to you by Bully Dog. Here's Ryland Wright, Midway, Utah. Joe Cool, a different Joe Cool than you remember, Donnie.
Well, if this bull's anywhere close to the old one, this would be nice. And I can tell you he's not. Okay, good little draw. Cowboy just kind of riding along there, getting a little bit loose and sloppy. Could have made a better ride. Ryland Wright, Utah boy, rode his first one, and I know he's thinking, if I just stay on, that's the worst thing that you can possibly think of. Got to react and keep things going, and he's acting like he's got a hurt arm.
Look at the U.S.
Okay.
Tobacco scoreboard, 72.
Technically, you see how his feet are just kind of bouncing around?
Yes.
He's just floating this bull, and it's a good thing that this bull is just really, really nice to ride.
72 points his score. You're right, Donnie. He's there holding his wrist. His total now is 141. And they are checking him out as we look at the leaderboard.
Sore, that's okay. If you're hurt, go home. Look at the leaderboard. Tony Smart, Chance, they know how to do it.
Let's go to Ted Burt, our man from California. No score in the first round. Here he is on Millwood.
Well, I bet he rides this one. I've not seen him buck off for 2 in a row other than one time at the NFR. Round of the ride into his hand.
Oh, baby.
Nice little flat spinner coming around Ted Burt. The only thing that makes this look like it's not going to score all that high is because Ted is so big versus this little bull. That was a good bull ride. But to me, he should be in the 80s, but he's not going to be because the bull's so small and he's so big, the combination.
Yeah. Ted had a great NFR, as you mentioned, Don. Let's take another look at this one on Millwood.
You know, just around to the right, and this little bull, see, he's kicking all the way into about 4.5 seconds, around to the right. You know, the flank man, he's up there all excited to give him a little sound effect in the back. That bull's not paying one bit of attention to him. All right, nice job from Ted Burt. This guy almost won a world title, and it wouldn't surprise anybody if he does. But 75 points a little bit short for that ride.
You called it exactly right, though, Donnie, what was going to happen. Here's Nathan Clausen, Wagner, Oklahoma, 66 in round number 1. Here he is on Curly Joe.
You know, this kid right here has got a real chance. He's, you know, like all young ones, he's a little inconsistent. Round to the left, back around to the right. Got this one.
There you go. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. You talk about shot in the shorts. Holy moly, it ain't over yet.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, you can't just stand there and look at it. You got to get to the fence.
Talk about the bully dog bullfighters
Look at
there,
that guy in a
Donnie.
John Deere hat. He's up there going, man, did you see that? I tell you what, I don't know whose eyes are bigger, the guy in the John Deere hat or this bull rider whenever he looks back and feels that 3-foot horn go sliding in between his legs. I'm going to tell you what, this right here, this is a Saturday evening pick-me-up.
Boy,
yeah,
look
that
at
hurts. Okay, and then you get up and you think, okay, the bullfighters are there. Then you think, oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah.
Walked all over him, and he got up. Look, Ma never touched me. That's a smile. He's looking at the replay. Wow, was that close?
Boy, this is good. You know, I can make Sports Center here.
No score. 66 from that first round. Not going to hold up very well. A lot of guys covering too. Here's Bobby Welsh, Gillette, Wyoming. 82 on his first one.
All right, well, his little old bull is squatting down with him pretty big. Joe Bog block, talking to David Sharp. This bull doesn't stand up, he's going to get a re-ride. He'll get another bull for Bobby Welch. Love that shirt, Dan. You know, you've seen one like that in my closet. He's got a little bigger collar, but they're making a comeback. Yeah, they are going to give him another draw.
Donnie, while they do that, let's take a look at our FFA Spotlight.
Agriculture is really important to South Dakota. On more of the eastern side, there's more crop farming, and on the western side of South Dakota, there's more ranching. As a state officer for South Dakota, we've got lots of different duties and responsibilities. The first semester, we visited all 81 chapters in South Dakota, and now second semester, we will be getting ready for the state convention, which is coming up in April. My favorite things about FFA are all the people. There's so many neat people that are interesting to talk to, and they come from different backgrounds, so you can really learn a lot about your state and other parts of the United States too.
Matt Dibidall, state treasurer here, the FFA, great organization. Appreciate them being a part of the Xtreme Bulls. Mr. Lem Cooler entertaining folks. There's the 2007 Dodge Xtreme Bulls champion right there. Powell, Wyoming's Cananacey. He'll be going to work when we come back after this break. You're watching Xtreme Bulls on ESPN. We are back. Rapid City, South Dakota, the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. Those guys are hard at work. A $25 million expansion going underway here. Planning on being ready December 1st, 2008. And Donnie, they're going to have everything in here from ice hockey to basketball. They're adding 27,000 feet in the convention center itself, and it's just going to be a great expansion.
Well, they've already had Elvis Presley and the X-Bulls, and so, you know, they might as well get all the way well-rounded here.
Here's Bobby Welsh, Donnie. Got him a different bull under him now. Gillette, Wyoming. This is bull 402 of Broken Arrow.
Little young bull right out of the re-ride pen, round to the right into his hand. Bobby Welch just staying in the middle. He had a good score in round number one. Bull spins both ways. A nice job. There's a guy right there that you know, if he gets to, I don't know, a little more aggressive something in his bull riding, he rides technically as good as anybody I've ever seen.
And that's high praise from Donnie Gay, but I know you like the way he rides, Donnie. Let's take another look.
Well, you know, I mean, he does some things that are absolutely unnecessary, but, you know, while he's riding and just reacting right here because he doesn't know this bull, this right here is absolutely picture perfect, and I promise you he could talk to us while he's riding that bull. That was no strain at all.
Bobby Welsh, 70 points on this one, 82 from the first one, 152 points, and that's right where he wants to be, Bobby Welsh. There's Cananacey getting set to go to work. We talked with him earlier about a great year last year. How was it?
It was awesome. To win the Xtreme Bulls title, I don't know. Honestly, it wasn't a goal. My goal, I looked at it as making the national finals, and, you know, praise God that he gave me the opportunity to go to the Xtreme Bulls last year to be able to win the title, to, you know, catapult me into the top 5 in the world to go to my first national finals. It really helped me in, as far as confidence, you know, going into the national finals and everything. So I just thank the Lord that he gave me the ability to do it, and praise God for it.
Cannon AC actually injured his elbow on Pandora's Box at our Xtreme Bulls finales in Indianapolis last year. He tweaked it at the Wrangler National Finals, and the hyperextension has just lingered into 2008. He told us earlier that it's critical that he stays on balance and in position during his ride. If the bull throws him back off the rope or if he loses balance, that's when the elbow weakens.
Boy, I'll tell you, Donnie, that's something he just needs to get
Well,
right.
you have to get well, but you see him putting his hand more in the middle of this bull's back, because what you can't do is you can't get into your hand. If he can stay straight or away from his hand, he's okay. Doesn't get into it like that right there. That hurts. Now he's back in position. Into his hand, that hurt. Little old bull just kind of crow hopping, kicking at his belly. Not a good draw. Cannon AC was 81 in round one, so he just gets the whistle. He is going to get another. Little young bull kind of spit the bit, thinking, man, who is this guy? Just well try to buck his tail off.
Well, Donnie, we saw that elbow really bothering him at the NFR, and I'm just concerned if that thing doesn't get well. Every time when he gets into his hand right there again, that puts a strain on him.
You know, at some point in time, being a bull rider, you just have to go to ignoring the pain and just get used to it, because it's always going to be there.
70 points for Cannon AC. Add that to the 81 from the first round. And again, he's right in the middle of it, Donnie, with 151.
Right, because I think 140 is going to make it. A guy could get in on one, but still kind of hoping for Cody Hancock in that 87. Sean Coleman, this guy right here, he can jump out and surprise. He got a little young bull and a little bit behind coming out. Up on his bull rope, bull hard to ride. This one here is really hard to ride.
Man, he just had him stretched out the whole ride, Donnie.
A lot of times judges won't score a bull like this because he's not spinning and not having that traditional jump, kick, spin, all that motion. This bull right here, this kid put out a lot of effort, and he's got some talent to be able to shuffle, stay up on his bull rope. He maintains control on this sucker the entire 8 seconds. Nice job.
And 77 points to score for Sean Coleman. Again, 146.
I'll try to give you as much room as I
Looks like we're going to see him again as we look at the leaderboard. There's your leaders, Tony Smart, Chance Smart. The brothers still holding on to first and second.
152 into that fifth position, so 140 looks like it's going to be safe.
This guy is back. You heard him talking earlier. Devin Dice said Myron Duarte is healed up, Donnie, and here he is now in round two.
Reconstructed knee surgery. He's got his elbow worked on, got his wrist worked on. He's maybe the bionic guy. Pontiac Cowboy from Hawaii. Down in the hole, but that's far enough. You know, there's no reason for him to do that. He just, because he got to waiting on the whistle. But, you know, Myron is one of those guys that he's real streaky, and if they let him get started winning, look out.
He was 80 points in round one on a bull called Millwood.
It's going to be a reasonably good score right here, because he didn't mess up until right toward the end. You see him, he just starts to clinch down just a little bit, try to hold on. That never works, but he almost stepped on that riding hand. That
70
was really
points,
close.
Donnie. His total is 150. Good place for Myron to be.
All right, got him loosened up in the grandstand, bull riding, getting hot.
Everybody's enjoying things here. We're going to be back. Tony Smart, short go-round coming up. Stay with us. Well, back in 1874, somebody said there's gold in them hills, and people have been coming to Rapid City ever since. And we are here at the first stop, the 2008 Xtreme Bulls Tour. And Donnie, 2 rounds are already in the book here, and you were right about Cody Hancock. He was able to sneak in there on one with that 87. Let's take a look at the highlights from round number 2.
B&W trailer hitch, semifinal recap, and boy, Cowboys rode good. Round 2, 79.5, we saw Tony Smart. That put him in the lead on 2. Brother Chance, NFR man, really riding good. He's in the number 2 spot. Cody Hancock, he's going to get in on his one ride. Slam dunk right there. But you know what? 87 points and a lot of effort will get you another try. And then Tater Hines, he doesn't have too good a luck, but he pulled the most G's. Nathan Clausen, young guy, watch this. You talk about old Reuter. I mean, he gets it once, and then he said, oh my goodness, look at this. I mean, this bull had a track meet. Then coming around Cannon AC, he gets the whistle on his second bull. 70 points, elbow still holding together. It's going to be a good short round.
Take a look at our final round Tony Smart, Chance Smart, right down through Cody Hancock, gets in on one bull, Donnie, with that 87.
Well, I was glad to see Clayton Savage get in with that 140. The draw right here. We're going to say Cannon AC, Wicked Willie. That's the only rematch that I see on the board. He was 91 points on this bull in a bull riding in Denver, and so good job there. Sean Hogg, be careful what you wish for. He's got War Dance.
It's going to be good watching here as we get ready for the short go. Great crowd on hand here, enjoying the action in Rapid City. We're going to start off, Donnie, with Cody Hancock. He is on ambush. Remember, got in here with that 87-point score.
Okay, really a good bull right here. And here's a guy that just goes about his business and just makes the 8-second ride. If you can continue to do that, you can always make a living riding bulls. You can talk a good game, but you got to have some game, and he's got it.
Yeah.
Right there to the left, away from his hand. This bull lickety split. Cody Hancock. Yeah, let's get us that first 90-point ride right there.
Wow.
Holy moly, he hit the ground. Where's Bully Dog now? We'd have rung its bell.
High fives, and we did have him hooked up to X-Power, Donnie, right here.
I want to check this out, because if it shows that ground deal, it may go off, knock out the glass. Wapola! Man, 9 G's right there. I had to have a flight suit on in that F-16 to keep him passing out. He's throwing his hat.
That's like the weight, Donnie, of 88 bowling balls, they're telling us. The
Good
X-Power
Lord.
brought to you by Bully Dog. There's a score, 87 points. His total, 174.
All right, our judges, Tom Miller, Jim Whiting, and Joe Bob Locke, they got to get a lock off them pencils. That was a 90.
Here's Clayton Savage, Donnie. He is on Curious George.
Here's the young guy I was talking about. He needs to get into a short go and get the whistle in a short go. This is how you begin to grow as a professional, really top flight bull rider. Young guy, bulls looks to the right, wants to go right. He's got a good seat, in a little trouble. Slam dunk, he's underneath him. His fur hung in that bull rope. Now he's loose. Look at our bullfighters. Ravinius, Mike Matt doing a great job. Lloyd Ketchum. That had everything in it that you want at a rodeo. This bull is turning the crank. Kid is trying real hard. And then when things go downhill, the bullfighters, they come in, offer themselves to the bull to save the cowboy. He's in a mess right there. Gets stepped on. Watch his foot hang in the bull rope. It's going to hang under the tail. Bull steps on him, moves him out. That right there, that was a wreck, and nobody knew it. Everybody's up and okay.
Unbelievable work by the bullfighters. Brought to you by Bully Dog. Unbelievable. No score, and he's lucky to just be limping a little bit, Donnie.
Just limping and his belt undone. He could have been knocked naked from that.
Oh, knocked naked. It's been a while since I heard that. Let's just move on, shall we? Let's take a look now at the leaderboard. Cody Hancock, 174 on 2. Remember all those other guys, another bull yet to go. Here's Ryland Wright up on the Spotted Dog.
Oh, I hope this works out better than that last one. Okay, Ryland, young cowboy, round to the right. Don't go down in the well, but you got to stay in. The minute you try to move out, you're coming down, and he knows it. He just. A lot of times they get too fired up in the short go. You got to treat it the same way as you got there. Sit still, let the bull come. He just wanted to move. Bull fades a little bit. It's a nice bull from Southwick. Round to the right. And this kid right here has ridden bulls just like that in the practice pen, getting ready for events like this.
No score. He's going to end up with 141 points here on 2. And you never know. That's still, Donnie, we're just going to see how things work out on him. Ryland Wright, 141. We've got a hometown boy getting set to go for you. Sean Coleman. We talked with him a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it feels good. I got a lot of family here, and they come out to watch me ride, and to do good always feels real good. Well, I finished in the top 45 last year in the world standings. Went out to the Northeast and just everywhere we could go where their money was.
First time on the television. Let's be pulling for Sean Coleman. Donnie's on Whisker Burn.
Okay, Broken Arrow Thomas Taylor bull. This is a good opportunity for Sean. He just, these guys have trouble settling down. One jump at a time, round to the right, and he's late.
Yes, he is.
Free hand comes back behind him, and just a little bit, boy, good-looking bull right there. I really like bulls that are built like that. Sean had a good chance. He wants to watch the replay to see what he did. They can get better quickly. Watch his free hand come back right there, and he's stuck. I like watching our bullfighters. They're just doing a marvelous job. Position's just been great. Right on his head. There's Mike Matt. Lloyd catch him. There's Mike right there. Good job.
It's going to end up with 146 points. This final go-round, Donnie, this short go is great watching. You were talking about the bullfighters. Outstanding job here this evening. Cody Hancock leading right now on 2 bulls, but Cannon AC and a few of the Smart brothers have something to say about that. Stay with us. It's good watching. You have to go see Mount Rushmore at night. There is nothing like it. Absolutely.
I was going to follow Nicolas Cage in there.
No kidding. Stunning out there at night. Cody Hancock, 3 rides, 3 efforts, 174. He's got 2 covered. Tony Smart and Chance Smart right behind him. Everybody controlling their own destiny here in this final round.
They have to ride. They
Yes.
have the advantage, even though Cody Hancock made such a great ride. 287 scores in the books. They were good.
Cody Buller is up next on Sky High.
Here's a guy that just hasn't come back from his injury spate as confident as he should, because he's got great talent. Round to the left,
that bull.
really bull trying to drop him in the well, trying to get him in there, and he comes out. He just weakened a little bit. See that bull fading? He wants him inside the spin intentionally, and Cody knows that, but a little more effort would have been nice to see from him, and he would have been 90. That bull cranking it. Love to be able to see that again and just show you where, when he slips off his bull rope just a little bit, right there.
Yes.
Just a little bit is all it takes, and it takes away your confidence, because you start thinking, and this bull riding's a reaction event. This guy's got enough talent to ride any of them going, but a no score in this ride tonight for Cody Buller, and he's shaking his head going, man.
Man, he had one tapped off there. No score. He's going to end up with 148. The plot thickens now as we head down in this final round. Myron Duarte is up next, and remember, he's healed up. He is 150 coming in here after 2 of them, and he is on Bo Alameda.
This is a really good draw. He can score well. Bull has got a lot of timing, and you know, Myron's a study. I like it when he moves up on his rope and nods. Bull's going to go into his hand. Has he got the muster to pump it? He's got him now. If he can hang on to his bull rope, he's got him. Got all the way loose. Pops out, but the whistle's blowed. Show me some money, baby.
And again,
excellent,
awesome.
Excellent bull ride.
Great work by the bullfighters. Came in there just at the end of that, got that done. Score this one, Donnie.
Well, I'm thinking 92 or 3. Watch this. Look at his hand. He rolled up on his hand. I'm thinking, man, don't come out yet. But the whistle blows just about the time his hand pops out and that bull moves ahead. Kapooey! That's as far as you need to go, Myron. That's as old as you are there. Let's ride 7 seconds.
Throw that hat. How about a score coming in for Myron? 91 points. His total 241, now covered 3.
Them judges are so chinchy, their lips hurt. Oh, come on.
Change that leaderboard, boys. Myron now into the lead with 241, has 3 of them covered. And here comes Cannon AC, a rematch. We talked with him about it.
I drew Wicked Willie in the 2nd round at our circuit finals. He started around the right really hard and then back to the left, and I was 90 points on him to win the 2nd round. He felt really good, but hopefully it works out again tonight.
Well, he knows the bull, Donnie. Did well on him before, as you just heard him say. Wicked Willie.
Well, the bull don't read your resume, Dan.
Yeah.
You well know that, and so does Cannon. He's getting the idea. You just come out there 1 jump at a time, and don't be straining. Don't get that bench press look coming out. I love this kid's abilities, and he's got everything set. Oh, yeah, drop that elbow down, drop the elbow down. There you going. Did he hear me or what? Okay.
Perfect.
I mean,
Don got stepped on there.
Well, he did get stepped on right there. That's you know, some of these guys, and they're those vests and helmets that a lot of times they don't get away on that get-off far enough for my liking, but I'm telling you, when he get his free hand, see his elbows up right there, in a little trouble, elbow comes down, and then look where the hips go. Oh, yeah, nice ride. This guy is the total package, and even more than what the scores say, this kid's got the attitude, and he wants to.
He needed 91 to take the lead. He got 84. His total is now 235, Donnie, for Cannon AC, and I hate to see him limping out of here. Myron Duarte looking on, making sure how things are going on in the arena, and there is Cannon Back with Devin to check on that.
I don't know if I'd want to talk to Devin or not while you're watching him twisting on Chance's foot.
So it's just fine. Here's Sean Hogg on the war dance.
This is the one I was talking about. This bull's going to crank it left. And Sean, he knows the bull, knows the reputation, but boy, stay tight right out of the gate.
Needs 90 points to take the lead. Oh, man.
You could just watch the free hand, and the youngster's just overmatched. Got way too much information from behind the chutes.
Yeah.
You know, he's just totally overwhelmed right here. But the only way you get better, and this bull's beginning to show his age a little bit, the only way you get better is to get into the short go and get on bulls like War Dance and you know, and then get better.
The bull's reputation precedes it. Absolutely coming out of that. Beat him around the corner, down for no score. Ends up with a total of 152 points. A good effort here for Sean Hogg. Absolutely, very good for him. Donnie, we're going to take a break in the action here and come back with the last few guys in the final section from Rapid City. There's the Smart Brothers, a pair to draw to. We'll be back with more right after this.
This presentation of the 2008 Dodge Extreme Bulls Tour is brought to you by Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Dodge. By Wrangler, the Western Original. And by Bully Dog Technologies. Bully Dog Technologies for more fuel mileage and increased power for your truck. Visit bullydog.com.
Cannon AC getting set to see what's going to happen to him. Donnie, he's still limping a little bit, favoring that leg. Myron Duarte looking on, and Bobby Welsh getting set to go to work right now. Sometimes, Donnie, you get on to him a little bit about taking too long in the chutes. Let's get his perspective on what happens in there.
They already got the advantage of us. They are the bucking bull, so we need to have some kind of a shot. Sometimes they get to wearing you out a little bit, and you just keep going and receive more strength and keep ticking.
Well, yeah, but you know that you never know what keeps you from being a world champion bull rider. You never know what little things get in the way. You got to be careful with that.
He is on Devil's Food, needs 90 points to take the lead.
You've already heard me brag about how much talent he's got. This is a good start right here. Checking it out. Bull just cranking it back in his hand. And he's just, I mean, really setting in there good and being aggressive. A nice job. This bull, he just said, what in the world? Now get off into your hand. There you go.
Ooh, throwing clear out of our camera shot, Bobby Welsh.
That's okay. That you won't get stepped on that way.
Donnie, he looked as, if I can say, as pretty sitting on a bull right there when he came out.
Pretty's probably not the word I was thinking of.
But man, he looked good. Maybe it was the shirt that threw me off. But he looked good sitting up there, didn't he?
Well, he just in total control. And when a guy gets confident and he doesn't weaken and bow down to the bull and let the bull be in charge, you just look like that. Great ride.
85 points brings his total now to 237 for Bobby Welsh. Man, that was a great looking ride.
Too many people try to make this be a ride of perfect, and it's not. You know, there's not a lot to this. One leg on each side, the ugly face for 8 seconds. That's pretty close.
Here's Joe Melling. He is on gunner from Burns Rodeo, needs 89 to take the lead.
All right, Melling made a really nice ride in the second round, and he's beat around the corner. Oh, that bull really did buck. Gunner's a really good draw, but you can't make any kind of mistake there. Look how big and pretty he is. Woo. Watch this move. Free hand. He tried to get over to the left so quick, he actually threw himself out of time with that bull, and no chance right there. You can't make any kind of mistake.
No score, 153 the total for Joe Melling. Now, I can't call a ride pretty, but you can call those bulls pretty, huh? Take a look at the leaderboard now. Some changes. Myron still in the lead. Bobby Welsh right behind him now, holding on to second place here in the final round action.
Well, with 50,000 in money up, there's plenty to go around, but you better have your hammer cocked on Pandora's box.
Let's listen in, Donnie, as they open the gate here on Chance Smart. Let's listen in.
Okay. No! I'm trying to listen in, but I'll tell you what, that had to hurt, whether you're in the booth, in the grandstands, or under the bull.
That bull bucked so hard.
Started out his rodeo career
Oh, yes, he
and
does.
that ground was so hard,
And that's
wasn't it?
Pandora's box. That's the one that wrenched the elbow of Cananacey. He's jerked a knot in a lot of bull riders' britches over the last 4 or 5 years. Tailor-made bucking bull right there.
Boy, no
Missed
score.
it by
that much. You heard him. Boy, did that bull buck. He's going to end up with 159 points. And now it comes down to brother Tony. Last man up. The bull is tailor-made right there. Tony Smart on his back.
Couldn't have a better draw. Tailor-made from Birch. This is a good draw right here. Got to get it on. You can't think about the results. It's a jump at a time. He's already into his head. Gets over to the left. Inside, outside. Good draw. Good chance. But a no score. Myron DeWart is going to be your champion. Comes from the middle of the pack and makes a great ride. Put the pressure. He doesn't have a hold of his left foot. And you see it come up. Just a little bit of a mistake. Love to have it over with. Tony hasn't been to many of these short goes like Brother Chance. They both come down, but it's good to see them both in the mix. I remember riding in short goes with my brother, and it's always a lot of fun.
Boy, no score. He's going to end up with 167.5 points. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And Donnie, we really want to thank the Sutton family for making this X-Bulls possible here in Rapid City. There's your winner, Myron Duarte, 241 points.
Myron Duarte bragging on Jim and Steve Sutton for bringing a good set of bulls. For him to score 91 points in the short go, it doesn't get a lot better than that.
Let's have our Dodge Ride of the Night. Donnie, what have you picked out for us here?
Well, you're just going to sit right here. We're going to go back to Nathan Clawson because it ain't always the 91 pointer. It's a little shot in the shorts right there. Wow. And then it's, oh my gosh, a sheer moment of terror right there. Oh, Nathan, look at this. Yes, sir. And then this bull says, okay, I'm going to do the Blue Danube walk right across the back of your vest. Yeah, we're playing rodeo now.
Let's get ready, Donnie, to head down to Jennifer Smith. She's standing by with the champion of this X-Bull riding, Mr. Myron Duarte. Congratulations.
Well, it's great to see Myron Duarte back on the X-Bulls Tour, and what a welcome back. A tour championship is a great way to build momentum and confidence, isn't it?
Well, you know, after sitting at home watching all these young guys last year, you know, rodeo and make the finals and stuff, and not being able to compete, I was just ready to get back and just glad to see everybody out here, you know.
You had extensive shoulder surgery last year. That's a rough road back.
Yeah, you know, I had 3 surgeries on my other shoulder, and I always came back in 4 months, you know. And Pepper Murray out of Salt Lake told me, Myron, this is career-ending, and you need to stay off 6 months for sure. And I thought, well, I'll just let her be safe and take the whole year off and come back strong this year, and it looks like it paid off.
What's in store for you for the rest of the year?
Well, you know, I'm just going to go and get on bulls and enjoy it, you know, because sitting at home sure makes a guy want to go again.
It gives some extra momentum and extra drive, guys.
You stay home too long, you might have to get a job, Donnie Gay.
Oh,
and Myron Duarte, outstanding. Congratulations. Donnie, let's take a look at our AT&T Best Performance Delivered. What do you have for us?
Okay, well, you can watch Mr. Savage and Whisker burn. This bull, I mean, he turns him every which way but loose, got him down on the ground. And then we've got Sean Hogg coming down off of War Dan. And then you got Joe Melling. He is getting flapped. Gunner puts him in the rafters, and then Chance Smart, Pandora's box. I tell you what, Jim and Steve Sutton put together a great bunch of bulls here. And speaking of Jim Sutton, there he is with the buckle presentation.
Myron Duarte also getting a hug from Congresswoman Stephanie Herseth Sandlin and the mayor of Rapid City, Alan Hanks, all participating. Great job, Donnie, by Myron Duarte here. The way to kick off the season here in 2008.
Well, comes out, makes a great ride, gets to ride in the Dodge truck, the Dodge Xtreme Bulls champion in Rapid City, South Dakota, the Hawaiian.
Lots of places to stop this year. Matter of fact, San Antonio, Donnie, Saturday, February 9th, 10 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN2. The Deuce, check us out there as well. Great bull riding here in Rapid City. For Jennifer Smith, Donnie Gay, I'm Dan Miller. We thank you for joining us. We'll see you in San Antonio. Goodbye, everybody.